It's not just comms with the guidance system. Half the Ishimura's in the red. Engines, hull, the trams.
Could do that kind of damage to a planet cracker.
Okay, notice power. Ventilation's up. Power to the elevator should be...
Hazardous anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
Another malfunction?
No. The quarantine systems are all fine.
Oh, wait. Do you hear that?
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, man?
Take it easy. Daniels, get those elevators running.
There's something in here with us.
Oh, God!
Ted! No! Daniels, get the doors open!
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I just wish I could talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening. Strange. Such a little thing.
That's her? Nicole?
Yeah. First deferred from her in weeks.
We're 5 minutes out. You still got that thing on repeat? Guess you really miss her.
Ishimura is not a job you turn down, but 6 months apart with only vid calls. It's rough. Easy to say the wrong thing.
I don't blame you. I'd listen to my girlfriend over Hammond reciting security protocols.
Forewarned is forearmed, Miss Davis.
So you keep saying.
Here we go. Nice clean re-entry. Just 7.
Imagine 6 months staring at that chunk of rock.
To an independent miner, that's paradise. Aegis 7 is one of the richest finds in CEC history. Some prospecting team set up for life. Now where is she?
There. Confirming visual contact with USG Ishimura.
What a beauty. Biggest planet cracker in her class, you know. And it looks like they already popped the cork.
Why is it so dark? We should be able to see her running lights.
Yeah. I'll get us into hailing range. Someone's got to be waiting up for us.
Just be careful on the approach. I'm not taking any chances with the CEC's pride and joy.
No chances, huh? Is that why you were digging into my personnel files before we left?
You check your file access.
I'm a computer analyst. Comes with the job.
I ran standard CEC background checks, Miss Daniels. If you want to work in the big leagues, you have to play ball.
Sir, we're in hailing range. USG Ishimura, this is the emergency maintenance team of the USG Kellyan responding to your distress call. Come in, Ishimura. Ishimura, do you copy? Come in. This is the USG Kellyan.
You ever hear of a full communications blackout on one of these things?
Never. Come on. Someone pick up the damn phone.
The hell is that?
Sounds like their communication array is busted. Maybe a broken encoder. Daniels and I can handle it in 48 hours, max.
Hey, it gives you plenty of time to catch up with Nicole.
Yeah, I hope so.
Jen, Johnson, take us in.
Gravity tethers engaged. Automated docking. Let's go.
I'm losing control.
Stop! We're off course!
Daniel!
Guidance system override isn't responsive.
Shit, we're coming in too hot. It's gonna smash us into the hull.
Jen, aim for that emergency stabilizer. There, the blue light. It might slow us down.
Got it.
Drop the flash shield. Everyone brace yourself. Everyone okay?
I'm good.
I'll live. Hey, Johnston. All right?
It's my ankle. Might be broken.
Shit. But better than a broken neck. Or worse. Good call on the stabilizer, Isaac.
Gotta always read the manual.
What the fuck's going on with flight control? That guidance system's a death trap.
Better add it to your repair list. Jen, what's our damage?
Comms are down. We lost the port booster. We got a fire in one of the stabilizers and... Singularity core's a mess. Could be worse, but not by much.
Then let's get some help. Johnston, stay with the Kellyan. We'll send a medic. Everyone else, with me.
Love it. Love the opening. No nonsense, straight to the point. Simple, speedy opening, investigating a derelict. Crash into it because all the maintenance is stuffed. Stranded on it. Brilliant. Perfect start. Perfect setting. Space, isolation, horror, mystery, the whole lot of it. Awesome.
Isaac, guess we better go.
Awesome atmosphere. Yeah, power's off. Mystery. What's going on? Where is everybody? Are they all dead? We don't know yet. Awesome.
It holds the record for the highest number of planet crashes, with 34 to date, and highest dead weight of robotic
May as well get signed in.
at 14 trillion kilotons and counting. Whether you'll be joining us aboard the Ishimura, strengthening the extraction workforce
Welcome, Isaac Clarke, to the USG Ishimura. Rig synced. Collect kinesis and stasis modules from Acting Chief Engineer Jacob Temple. Location? Error. Employee not found.
I can't reach security.
Same for the chief engineer. What is wrong with their comms?
Someone left in a hurry.
Where's the security detail? Where's anybody?
There's nothing logged. No duty roster, no power to the elevator.
For God's sake. That security console's still working. Isaac, get a damage report. I'm done playing around.
Does anyone else smell that?
Smell what?
Like something died in the air vents. Oh.
You reroute power to the elevator. Isaac, try that security console.
Oh God, that smell.
What have you got, Isaac?
Shit. It's not just comms or the guidance system. Half the Ishimura's in the red. Engines, hull, the trams.
Could do that kind of damage to a planet cracker.
Okay, got some power. Ventilation's up. Power to the elevator should be...
Hazardous anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
Another malfunction?
No. The quarantine systems are all fine.
Oh, wait. Do you hear that?
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, man?
Take it easy. Daniels, get those elevators running.
There's something in here with us.
Daniels, get the doors open!
Get out of there!
Hands up the doors!
Okay, the whole initial setup with the first show of the monsters through the quarantine, perfectly executed. Love it. Awesome.
Security request retrieved.
It didn't die. We shot that fucker right between the eyes and it didn't die. Smith had to shoot its fucking arms and legs off. For God's sake, send help!
Oh my god, Isaac. You made it.
Just... they're everywhere. Shen, is he,
He's gone. Nothing I can do. What the fuck are these things?
The ones I saw, some of them were wearing Ishimura uniforms.
They're the crew? How the hell can they be the crew? Look at them.
We need to get to the bridge. There's 1,000 people on board. Someone will be there.
We can't. The tram system's wrecked. Everything's locked down because of the quarantine.
And you're both repair techs, so how do we do this?
There's a broken tram car blocking the tunnel. It's gridlocked the system, and the data board's burned out. I can't lift the lockdown or call the tram until we get a spare from the maintenance bay. But it's all on Isaac's side of the quarantine.
I'll handle it. Just make sure there's power to the repair systems.
And Isaac,
Yeah?
I'm sure Nicole's okay. She's a doctor, right? She'll do the smart thing.
Yeah. Yeah, she always does. Find somewhere safe. I'll be back soon.
given how hard the game attacks you in the back by surprise, especially in dark areas. When it goes dark like this, it's actually a real threat, and it's very good. It's very good for the tension and the atmosphere. So far, just the building of tension in this game is absolutely awesome.
Isaac, don't bother shooting those fuckers in the head. Doesn't even slow them down.
Okay. The only way is hacking them apart. Those arms, their legs.
Does that even kill them? Or do they just stop moving?
Message retrieved.
Vents into engineering. You got a stasis module handy? We need one in tram maintenance stat. The autoloader's fried. I got a damaged tram car on the tracks, and if the whole system's gridlocked, guess who they're calling? Temple here, sending a stasis module now. What happened to the autoloader? No idea. A lot of shit's been breaking down. I keep hearing it. Down in the gears where no one could be. You know? I know.
Also, just for the remaster, the enemy spawns are not strictly linked to scripted actions as hard as they were in the original. So it's not like do an action and enemy spawns. So the spawns of the enemies are sort of staggered, which makes it a lot better for the tension because you don't know exactly when to predict when the enemy jumps out at you, which is brilliant. It's a brilliant touch. Also, there's a lot less stagger with the plasma cutter in this one, so the enemies don't stagger every shot you hit them, basically, meaning they tank it and they kind of armor through, which adds a lot more threat to them. Like, the stagger would be the cutting off of the leg or the cutting off of the arm to stagger them, but they take a couple of shots to do that, so they're a lot more of a threat in this one. At least they feel that way. And as always, the cathartic stomp double tap. It's awesome to relieve the tension the game builds up, sort of cathartically through violence. It's a good gameplay loop.
Jamming the whole system.
That's one down. You said a data board was fried too?
Inventory says there's a spare board in the maintenance bay. We can't run the trams without it.
Yeah, this is easily top 5 survival horror. Like, easily. Like, the setting, it's like such a good homage to Alien with the idea of the derelict and in space, the isolation, the alien threat that can sort of propagate itself, the mystery of it. Brilliant homage, the whole lot of it. Like, it even adds sort of a paranoia element with the influence of the marker and the whole dementia marker thing and schizophrenia marker thing. Like, it adds more elements than Alien had. Like, it truly does build on the concept but do its own thing with it. Like, it's great.
Security clearance required.
And as I said before, especially in big areas like this, the staggered spawns of the enemies that aren't strictly linked to scripted actions meaning they will attack you from behind, and there's usually not too much of a tell. You might hear a vent break, you might hear an enemy growling, but some of the ambient noise matches that as well, so you don't always know. It just increases the tension of the game, so it's a good touch. And this is a nice touch too, having the balls to make it absolutely pitch black, and you have to use light on your gun as you move back through an area. Especially given that the enemies will attack you in the back really hard. They do not care. It's just a great touch. It really is top 5 survival horror. Like, some people make the case that you need to be absolutely helpless in horror for it to be scary. So it would either turn into essentially a quick time stealth game where if you fail the stealth you instantly die, which quite frankly I don't find that fun to play, or essentially a walking simulator where you're on rails and you are either sucked into scripted scares through scripted actions or ambient scares depending. but I don't find either of those heaps fun to play. Like, you can appreciate the atmosphere in them, you can appreciate like the satisfaction of getting through an area, but I think for true survival horror you do need to actually be able to kill the monsters. You can make the monsters as hard to kill as you need to make them a sufficient threat, but for like it does need, in my opinion, that adventure element. Like, it's otherwise it is literally just a walking simulator, and yeah, not that enjoyable to play.
Isaac, we can't stay here much longer. Hearing a lot of movement.
Hold on. I got the data board. I'm coming back to tram control now.
Daniel, get ready to go.
Data board reinstalled. System restart complete. Maintenance complete. Calling tram.
It's clear!
Now arriving at flight deck tram control.
We're on board. Something hit the roof, but it seems operational.
Quarantine lockdown's lifted, so you can get to the hangar. Comms are still down though, so be ready for anything.
What's the plan?
You and Johnston fix up the Kellion. We report to the bridge. Standard emergency protocol.
What? Protocol? Hammond, people are dying here.
And I'm not losing anyone else. We stick to procedure. We'll get through this.
We'll see.
Just listen to that awesome ambient music, the little tinking and like the violins and the metal sounds. Like all of it just builds suspense so well. Like that's just missing from like some modern horror games. It's just awesome.
Isaac, we made it to the bridge. There's no survivors. Daniels is trying to get into the command computer.
you got on you? Is that blood?
Haley, I need you to listen. The Ishimura's overrun with... they're fucking monsters. You didn't hear anything?
What? No, the comms are still out. Isaac...
We need the Killian fixed now. Got a damage report?
Yeah, it's there.
Oh god. The singularity core.
Singularity core. Go!
Oh no, there goes our minority.
Isaac, what's happening down there?
Johnson's gone. Killian too. The singularity core overloaded.
Killian was our only way home.
No! I'm not losing two good people for nothing. What about the command computer?
It's a brick. All the primary systems are locked down with the captain's codes.
So we find Captain Matthias, track his rig.
Okay, here. Captain Benjamin Matthias. Location medical. Status deceased?
Even the captain? God.
Isaac, you're closer to medical. You can double back and cut through maintenance. Find the captain's body and get his rig. With his codes, we... What was that? Chen?
Hammond, run!
Shit.
One of the initial criticisms about Dead Space was that the enemies are shown in too much light and they're spawned, what would you say, far enough away in a room that you can see them coming and deal with them. The problem with that criticism is the enemies in this one do not stagger, so you're pretty much guaranteed in terms of gameplay to take a hit. You don't really have an answer to stagger the enemies until you get the force gun, which is this game's equivalent of a shotgun. So, in my opinion, that criticism... Okay, you're sacrificing... At that point you would be sacrificing gameplay for theoretical tension and horror when it's already done more than a good enough job of building the tension and the atmosphere already, if you know what I mean. I don't see it as a valid sort of criticism of the game. Structurally speaking, it wouldn't... the game would be less enjoyable as well, and it would take away from the horror if every spawn were a close-range jump scare where you would pretty much guaranteed to be taking damage. Horror doesn't have to be unpleasant to play to be horror, if that makes sense. You can still have, very enjoyable mechanics and gameplay and satisfying gameplay and shooting and all that sort of thing, and still be a horror game. It doesn't have to be like an on-rails walking simulator with scripted jump scares to be a good horror game, if you guys know what I mean. And look, if I'm being honest, it especially doesn't need to be a stealth game with insta-kill failure when you fail the stealth. I don't enjoy that type of game.